Hello, this is Craig. This is another mindfulness video. The theme for this one is finding the space. So, what do I mean by finding the space? I have a singing bowl here. I'm going to hit it for a second. So, just hearing that sound of a singing bowl gives you space. And it's giving you space because you're listening to a sound. And while you're listening to a sound, there's no thoughts going on in your mind other than the listening to that sound sort of ebbing away. That's the space. You can find the space when you take time to be in the moment in your surroundings. I'm just sitting here at the moment, so I'm finding the space. I could be sitting here thinking about all sorts of things, and yes, I'm doing a video, so part of my brain is thinking. However, if I'm not doing a video and I'm just sitting here, I can create space or I can be in space. Um, basically, space is the absence of thinking. So there'll be times in your life where you have had that space where you've just been fully in the moment, you've been fully immersed in the moment. You've just been there. And normally these moments are associated with joy or peace. It can be as simple as like looking at the sun in the sky, not directly, but you're feeling the sun on your face. You're looking at clouds in the sky. You're hearing the birds chirping away around you. You're there. You're present in that moment for the sun, for the birds, for the sky, for the clouds. And that's giving you space. So finding space is very important because if you don't have space, there's just a constant stream of thoughts, you see. You wake up in the morning, you're thinking about breakfast, what to do, you're going through your day, you're thinking about your projects, your plans, your schedule, looking after people, your do list. There's an infinite amount of thought and there's a constant stream and you're in that stream and that stream is buffeting you here and there and everywhere and it's generating lots of thoughts that can sometimes be judgmental or worrisome or nervous or negative in some way, and then that affects your body. You see, you start getting emotional, you can get stressed, you can get tense, you can get frustrated, you can get feeling like you're overwhelmed, you can get this feeling that you're lonely or you're depressed or you're sad or and it all comes from this stream of thoughts. There's no space. There's no space in that example. So, sitting here now, as I'm doing, even just for a few moments, and not thinking is giving me that space. But how do you not think? The answer is you will always think. Thoughts will always come, but you can watch them. You don't have to be in this stream of thoughts. You can take a step back and observe the thoughts coming. I can sit here and I'm observing that I'm thinking about chocolate. I can sit here and I can be thinking about sounds coming out of a singing bowl. I can be sitting here and thinking about all sorts of things. But when I take the moment to just be, and being is switching from the thinking stream to awareness of the here and the now. So awareness is noticing that my fingers are moving, noticing that there's a breath, noticing that there's sounds, noticing that there's quiet, noticing that there is nothing particularly going on in this moment. There's just a very peaceful moment. And the longer I can sort of sit in this space, finding this space, is creating gaps between this constant thought stream. So yeah, you'll have a thought, but then there's a bit of space, and then you'll have another thought, and then there's another bit of space. So the space is the healing. The space is your being, your presence. And when you're present, that space seems to expand the longer you're there. It seems to expand because you're settling, your mind is settling into the space. And then you can just sit in that space. But then you're not actually there in the space. You become the space. You are the space. And it's a kind of profound place. You start, if you're aware of the space, aware of awareness, awareness of body, of movement, awareness of the flow of the present moment, it can be quite interesting, sort of sitting here just like, it's like fascinating. I'm just like, there's things happening all around me. It's like, ooh. None of these things can affect me emotionally. There may be feelings that come, like feeling a bit cold, you sort of think, oh, I feel a little bit chilly. But then I feel chilly is a thought. But if you come away from that and just feel the chilliness, you go and do something about it. You put a jumper on or whatever. Or you just sit with it. You just like, oh, it's not too bad, is it? But not too bad. You see what happens. You go up here, and your mind starts to interpret what's going on as good or bad. So finding the space, just to come back to that's the whole purpose of this video, is simply that. Finding the space. Space is already here. You are the space. So when things seem to be going too much for you, or you feel overwhelmed, or you're overthinking, or you're analyzing things, or you're bothered by this and you're worried about that, the chances are you're just in this stream of thoughts and you're not in or are that space currently. In fact, you're being led by your thoughts. But your thoughts are not you, because thoughts come and go, and here you are. So if thoughts are not you, and you're getting carried through by your thoughts and what they say to you, then you're living a very difficult life where your thoughts govern what goes on for you. Whereas there's a different way of being where you can take a step away from that stream of thoughts, enter your awareness, look at the thoughts, and yeah, thoughts are going to come. Especially in when you are feeling overwhelmed and tense, we tend to think more. We're in that stream even more. So this finding the space is vital, because it takes you away from your thinking stream and into your being stream, if you like. And being is always here. You can't actually perceive a thought unless you have being, awareness, to be aware of the thought. Otherwise, you wouldn't know you're thinking. So sometimes we are thinking without knowing we're thinking. It's a subconscious thing. It just seems to happen. But you take that step into awareness, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, okay, there's lots of thoughts going on here. There's lots of rushing going on here. There's lots of thoughts about the future going on here. There's lots of thoughts about what happened yesterday. There's lots of thoughts. Space. Can be going out for a walk, having the space, noticing the thoughts, but then footsteps, sounds, smells, colors. Practice mindfulness in the moment. Find that space. Space is very, very calming indeed. And you start to, it becomes this quality that kind of embeds itself inside you, because it is you. You're just more identifying with the space as opposed to all the thoughts that are telling you you're this, that, wrong, right, good, bad, must do better, must do less, must, all of that is thought and analysis. And all of these are concepts that aren't actually reality. The reality is this. Here we are. And in this moment, there's a very non-dualistic state. There's no good or bad. There's just sitting. There's just breathing. There's just sounds. There's no judgment of each moment. There's only the mind that judges the moment to be a certain way. So if you get caught up too much in the judgment of things, then you're in your mind and you're believing your mind. You're believing something is good. You're believing something is bad. Come back to your presence, being. That's all we do. That's all we do. We come back to being. And then you find that actually some of the problems that your mind is making go away. Some are very trivial, very insignificant, and you kind of laugh at it. And you thought, well, not really sure why I was bothered by that. And it grows, the space grows. So it's like a container that's growing. So you see all the little thoughts and all the emotions inside, and you're choosing them, and you're just going, I'm actually, the more I think about this, the more sad I'm getting. Let me comfort the sadness in this moment. Let me come back to just sitting and finding the space. Yeah, sadness has arrived. It's not wrong. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not negative. It's not nothing. It's a feeling. Sadness. Just breathe. I'm breathing with the sadness. Sitting. What's sad doing? Moving through, staying. The more I think about something, I can feel heavier. Stream of thoughts, just taking a step back from the stream of thoughts. It's kind of befriending what comes. You're allowing what comes, you're allowing what is to emerge. Sadness is one thing that emerges. Depression sometimes can emerge, loneliness, boredom, restlessness, frustration, anger. All of these things can arise. You just see them and you sit with them. You find the space. Find the space. So see if you can find the space in your day, even a minute, longer, brilliant, but a minute even, just to sit and practice not thinking. Initially, you'll be like, I can't, I'm thinking all the time. But trust me, enter your being. It's kind of just like this sense. There's this awareness. I'm aware that I'm sitting. I'm aware of lungs inhaling and exhaling. I'm aware. And just be aware. Just be in awareness. You are awareness. And see what happens for you. But I guarantee that the more you're in awareness, the easier life gets for you, the less suffering you have, the less emotion you have. In fact, there's more happy arising, there's more peace arising. It cannot really be explained in words. It has to be experienced. You have to sit and experience being. And the beauty is we're all able to do this because we already are. All you have to do is recognize that we're here. Recognize that we're now. So I hope this has been of use. And it's given you actually a little bit of space. Even just as I sort of started the video with this, I'll finish it with this. If you just listen to this without, I don't like this sound, You're just observing the sound. Then you have space, and that even that few seconds of listening to this gives you a bit of peace and a bit of calm. And so it's just continuing that space during your day as best as you can. So look after yourselves, find the space, and I'll end with this. Thank you very much for watching. See you in another video. Bye just now.